in school this past weekend. They're ready to go, as are we. And welcome to another season of the NBA on TNT, the 26th year. And here is Mo Williams. There is no Delonte West tonight for the Cavaliers. Such an important part of this team. We'll talk about him and his condition a little bit later on. LeBron touches it for the first time. Rondo is on him. And Perkins works on Shaq. Shot clock at 2. Velajan. The first for Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron for 2. Garnett was on him.
Summer together traveling, and yes, LeBron did a lot of traveling, but he worked out every day. Really, consistency with his shooting is his #1 thing this year. Throw the ball in the post too. They had to go to a speed game and a perimeter-oriented game without him.
Into Perkins, Velajan.
Kevin Garnett said it's like going out on your first date. But these teams right now seem very composed right now and are shooting the ball well.
There's Parker, the alley-oop for LeBron. There's no Glenn Davis on this team right now, at least. That is a developing story. More on that coming up, too, as Mo Williams fires.
Hill from behind looked like LeBron maybe got a little piece of that shot.
Anthony Parker, a 3 over Allen. LeBron, Shaq draws the quick double. Velajan, he's hit a couple shots already from outside. Here he's inside. Garnett swats it away. 3-on-2, Rondo, Pierce. Now they get the basket here. They get set on defense on the other end.
Get multiple stops. That's the key to the Celtics. That's what triggers their runs.
It's Shaq over Perkins.
Their personality.
It's Pierce, knocked away by Shaquille.
But both of these teams want to be teams where they're... But he's also playing against first-team all-defender LeBron James.
Pretty tough. Velajan was screened into Shaq, and again through the double, and again. Rondo emerging year after year. His numbers getting better year after year. Double screen right there, and this is over Williams, and Rondo just passing the 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. Shaq against Perkins. They've been doubling.
Wow.
Doesn't matter.
And fresh. Remember now you've got Zydrunas Ilgauskas waiting to come off the bench. Who's going to be a great backup center as Rondo with
2 with the miss right there. And here comes Rajon Rondo. They relied on him so much with Garnett out a year ago. Pierce with a 3 on the fly, transitional 3s.
Williams, one of those guys will always have to be on the floor to handle the basketball. So now LeBron will become the primary ball handler.
3 way outside by LeBron. How about him? They inbounded at 6.
If he makes that, good luck.
Rasheed Wallace is in, as we said. Here's Kevin Garnett with a nice feed from Rondo. Team, one of the reasons why he liked the way the Boston bench looked. He picked Boston over a lot of other teams. James and on Pierce.
Job the other last year being able to get some points off turnovers. Really, that's only the easiest points they scored. Look how deep he is. And Kevin, I told you, he really worked hard on that jumper. And then now you close on him. You try to keep the ball out of his hands, and he hits you with a back door.
Little Wallace screen. Velajan comes out on Rasheed for 3.
2 times he touched. I like that.
Ruby Gibson off to LeBron. Oh, and a pass inside to Hickson. There was a knock away at the jump ball.
Still getting their conditioning, not playing a lot of minutes in preseason.
Shot clock is at 6. And the theft, the first turnover by Cleveland. Here is Rondo. LeBron with the rejection. Away. Well, Rondo really hit the floor hard. What a rejection by James.
Well, one of the things you can't do is you can't expose the ball like that. Look at him. He just laid the ball out. I mean, it was a terrific block by LeBron. How about he uses his left hand so he doesn't come across with his right hand?
Guys that will come off the bench like Daniels and like Rasheed Wallace. Shot clock at 6. Gibson. Switch with Garnett on him, and now over Wallace. 2 starters. Now Sheldon Williams has come in with Rasheed Wallace and Marquise Daniels. The shot clock here is down to 7. James is on Daniels, who played last year for Indiana.
At the rim, let LeBron handle the basketball, and you got Z out there who can shoot the ball with Gibson and Mo Williams. So this is a great lineup for Cleveland, where if they help on LeBron, he's got a 3-point shooter. You got Shaq at the rim, or he can go get the finish himself.
Daniels on James. Good steal by Marquise Daniels, but not in time to get one to go in.
Did not play their players the last game of the season against Philadelphia. It's going to be a blocking to go on a little bit of a run, and Mike Brown would have to bring.
7th, Williams, Daniels, Allen, House, and Rasheed Wallace in there for the Boston Celtics. And the shot clock, Doug, now down to 5. House double. A three by...
Overs were a problem last year for the Celtics.
Gibson on Ray Allen.
We're seeing right now no spark, no place to go right now to get a field goal, and they're going, it's too stiff sitting on the bench, so I would expect to get their rest. I've got to manage their minutes.
Doctor's thinking about 30 minutes a game for Kevin. Here is Wallace hitting a second.
That's where you really see that shot start to come around when you get those legs ready to take that long jumper.
We've got our first tie. Verajao converges. Shot clock is down to 4. Parker watching Ray Allen. Marquise Daniels with an ice inside.
He went up and get a nice rebound. That last versatility, they can go out there and now.
Shot clock down to 5. All kinds of screens set up like there from Perkins and by Shaq. Into the hole.
Expose him too much out on the floor.
Here's LeBron and Marquise Daniels is on him. James is 4 and 7. Hope from Rashid. No use to work on something new every offseason. There it is right there. Here's Daniels. Perkins now in. Pierce with James defending a 3 for Paul Pierce.
Slam straight up. Teams are not going to double team anymore because he's a very good passer.
Hall of Famer Cheryl Miller, Kevin Harlan.
Gotten that. Cleveland's gone to their...
LeBron with a game high 13. Pierce now at 11. What a pass. With Pierce, Perkins, Allen, and KG, the starting 5 on the floor.
Now, beautiful play coming out of the timeout. Jamario Moon, you see that tremendous leaping ability. Look, Kevin Garnett was there, just could not get up and deflect that pass.
LeBron over Pierce. Verajao keeps it alive. Volleyballs it out.
And that's what Verajao does. He gives you extra possessions. Let's see if Cleveland can cash in.
Shaq. On Shaq. Comes Rajon Rondo. 4 points so far. Ray Allen for 3, and the three-point shot.
That's why they want to run. That's when Ray Allen really gets most of his offense, is that early offense pull-up 3. And he's a very good passer, too. That's the one thing about Shaq. If you double team him, he will find the open man. Look at this great defense by Pearson.
Kevin McHale still to come tonight.
Here comes Pierce in for Garnett. Bumped by Verajao and Perkins on Allen. Gives just enough room for Parker to fire. Verajao can't tap it in. Picked up by Perkins with Rondo, Allen, KG, Pierce. All out there. Perkins on the other wing. This is Ray Allen outside. Another. So the final 10 seconds of our first half. Clippers and Lakers are coming up next from Los Angeles. Lakers will be getting their championship rings. Here is Pierce leaning into Moon.
And so that's what these two teams +9, so they played so many games, 10 points or more. But LeBron James didn't even play in 14 of the fourth quarters.
Pierce has 13 points. Gibson, good if it goes.
The difference in that second quarter when they outscored them 30-17.
So here is Perkins working around Shaq beginning the second half. 5 of 9 shooting in that first half. Shot clock is down to 2. This is over Allen.
Allen did a nice job. That's the consistency in that jump shot that LeBron is looking for.
Rondo dishing to Perkins. This is over Verajao. Garnett with the screen, pick and roll. Allen to KG.
Danny back after having that heart condition last heart attack. It's serious, but Danny bounced back.
And the disappointment on his face, I think, is what I'll remember the most. He is such a conscientious team guy. Rondo!
Rose, what a battle of the point guard position that Boston finally wins it in 7.
Garnett trying with the alley-oop and the pass from Rondo, and then over Verajao. 2 of 7. 3-point shooting for the Cavaliers.
See, the clock is winding down against them.
Shaq inside, Perkins defending.
Well, that's going to make Doc Rivers crazy there, those unforced errors.
There's LeBron James. Garnett was there, uncovered Parker for 3. Rondo. Boston 5 consecutive empty trips. Allen tries to change that.
Here sort of quell this run of...
Before the game, what a rich...
Miller, when you're a great shooter like that, it doesn't happen accidentally.
Nice knocked away by Rondo, chased by Williams. The turnover and the 2 at the other end.
All he talks about.
Well, Williams forcing the...
Are they up until October 31st to of your mind? You're on a team that has a chance to win it. And in the third period, they're able to fight it off, still leading by 12. was their second option, played great in the regular season and really struggled in the playoffs.
He made the third most threes of any player in the NBA a season ago. That's a nice turnaround by him. He is a rugged kid who flies all over the floor. Here's a good looking sign about Garnett on that surgically repaired knee.
Now watch the great extension and the arc on that shot. There's a man sitting in our studio right now, Kevin McHale, that deserves a tremendous to come down and pull up and knock that shot down and sort of look over at your bench and say, Coach, you better get him out on me. That was way too slow there.
Perkins out, Wallace is in for Boston. Pierce the three. Look at the hustle of Rondo.
Great offensive rebound.
Good fake by Allen. Biting it was Farajao. That's a 2.5 to play in the third. Weaving Williams. Farajao. Garnett with the steal. Allen from Pierce. James knocks it away again. He's got 4 blocked shots. Second time he's done that on a breakaway. Garnett and LeBron. Wallace saying, I've got your back. A three. Garnett.
Once again by LeBron James. This is a 5-point play. Really, when you look at it, it looks like it's an easy layup. Comes from behind. He's become the master of that. Watch this again. Does it with his left hand so he doesn't come across the body and foul. And then he squares up Kevin Garnett, who has to give him room, knocks that jump shot down. So heart and soul defensively. The game out of free throws this year with Shaquille O'Neal and LeBron James tonight. Boston's done a great job of playing and keeping those guys off the foul line.
James with the drive. Talking about a guy as good as anybody in the NBA a season ago in LeBron.
Look at this change of direction. Just the power, the combination, the strength. Rasheed Wallace tries to reach in there and slap that ball loose. And look at LeBron just cups it, sort of wraps it up like a running back going through the line so you can't fumble, and then uncurl.
Spoon-fed Williams. He couldn't hang on to the Pierce pass. Moon, James, House holding on. This year, certainly, and as long as LeBron is here.
LeBron is not going to want to talk about it, but it's
3 minutes for LeBron. Daniels will be on him. Closing out the third. Williams for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You see Mike Brown could not take LeBron out of the game, down 7, did not want this to push back to double digits. What Rasheed Wallace will do, though, he said watching the tape, he said they're doing some of the things we do, slicing the guys to the post and a couple things on the continuity.
James over Daniels. Wallace's screen. House. Daniels conceded by Moon. That's a 3.
And to do that, you have to have guys who can make 3-point shots.
This shot of Paul Pierce on the bench. He did not score in the third. Here is a 3 by Wallace. Brown is 9 of 16 overall. Daniels in his way. Ilgauskas over Wallace.
Has to get some defensive stops and get right back. The key is continuing to score.
LeBron and
run for transitional threes, and that's what
voice and your choice. For the Celtics, shot clock at 9. Ray Allen. Here, and will of course this year with
so going a long time here with Zydrunas Ilgauskas and Shaq. Mike Brown must like what he sees.
Cleveland on a 7-0 run. Perkins was inside.
So hard there that he cannot get his arms above.
And the shooting this quarter. Over Garnett, James. LeBron's got 31.
His shot really looks good. Yeah, but it really looks good. Consistent. Every release is the same. He's really worked hard. Paying attention to detail with that jump shot.
8 points in the quarter for LeBron. Here's Rondo finding Allen. Allen against Parker. Shot clock at 4. Perkins left uncovered. Parker the rebound. Holman carried the ball. TNT. Doug, you thought you might see Rasheed Wallace. Sure enough, here he comes in at the 4:13 mark of the fourth.
Well, they were roaming off Kendrick Perkins. They can't roam off Rasheed Wallace. He's going to be out behind that 3-point line. If you leave him, he'll knock it down. So now the spacing changes. They go to a pick and roll. Shaq does not get out quickly enough on Paul Pierce, and he knocks down his first 2 points here in the second half.
And his first since 5 minutes left in the second quarter. 15 for the game for the captain. LeBron is 10 of 18. Shaq.
They let him lay the ball in the basket. They got to take fouls. The good hard foul. Shaq misses both free throws. So good play by Garnett.
LeBron has 8 in this fourth quarter. Ilgauskas has 6. They've accounted for all the Cleveland scoring in this fourth. Pierce, Rasheed tees up a 3. And Shaq is there to claim it inside. Rebound number 8 with his 10 points.
You see the money play going pick and roll with Pierce. That time they helped off of Rasheed Wallace and had a 3, just couldn't get it to go. Manufacture enough offense here to win this basketball game.
Zhao is in for Ilgauskas. Approaching 3 to play. Cavaliers are shooting 41% from the floor. Parker over Allen. Rebound by Paul Pierce. With his 15 points, Pierce has collected 9 boards. Boston is shooting 44%. Shot clock at 7.
Wow.
Garnett puts in a difficult shot.
What a tough. Shaq played great defense on that play. Just a terrific shot, fading away off the glass.
KG has 13. Williams with the try. Boy, the degree of difficulty on this is something.
Shaq actually plays a great defense. He slides his feet. Look at him. He goes up, bodies up, and off the glass. What a tough shot by Kevin Garnett, but late in games was dropping that ball into the post.
Saw the numbers on Garnett. Points in the paint, such a huge Cleveland advantage early. Now a difference of 4 points, plus 4 for the Cavs. Boston still 12 points better beyond the arc than Cleveland. Rondo to KG. Shaq is there. Shot clock at 7. Intercepted. LeBron. Pierce defending.
And he leaves his feet, and LeBron James does a nice job of shooting the gap, getting into that passing lane. Just see the strength here. Paul Pierce almost trying to tackle him, and he still gets that ball up over his shoulder.
LeBron from the line, 8 of 11.
I'll try to cut his minutes back the next game if I possibly can. What you don't want to do is get in a pattern of doing that, where that builds up, especially early in the season when he's trying to get his strength back.
James with 33. Pierce. Rasheed over Farajao. Rebound by Shaquille O'Neal. Taken by Rondo. Allen tees up a 3. Rondo comes up with a great rebound inside. Shaq gets the ball. Pierce hits the deck hard. Rondo hits the deck hard. For 3. And Pierce claims it.
This year, Cleveland, late in games, getting Shaq involved in the pick and roll. He jumps out. Pierce, a little crossover dribble, gets to the foul line, knocks it back. Missed 2. LeBron missed 1, so 11 of 14. Let's see if they can free LeBron up here. Looks like he's going to be guarded by Marquise Daniels.
Daniels comes in for Pierce. Through the hands of Parker. One of the new starters starts at the 2 guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers, Doug, have gone 4 minutes without getting any points from the floor. Timeout at 53.4 to play.
Cleveland made 8 threes a game tonight, only 5, plus 12 points there from behind the 3-point line. And unless something dramatic happens here, it's going to be a triumphant return for Kevin Garnett as he plays his first game since he injured that knee and missed about 6 months.
Pierce has come in for Daniels. Shot clock down to 10. They got Jamario Moon in the game now. He's come in for Shaq. Verajao on the switch goes out on Paul Pierce. Pierce has got 19 points and 11 rebounds. 6 of his 19 in this quarter. Verajao bumping into Wallace.
The MVP finals when they were around right now is just getting this team in sync offensively. They got off to a good start, but when they had to go to their bench, they got real stagnant, especially when LeBron went out of the game. So they just got to feel each other out.
And LeBron James at 17 seconds remaining. Up on the bench scoring. You've been talking about Boston.
They were 39-2. They lost the last game of the year. Trust and communication and hard work and will, but offense is so much precision. And right now, these guys just don't know each other. We saw LeBron penetrate, throw it to Anthony Parker, went through his hands out of bounds.
That's a three by LeBron. 4-point game, 12 seconds to play. Pierce is fouled in the line, 7 of 8 tonight. They had a heck of a start to last year, 2 overall. Remember, the Celtics started 27-2 last season. They really had a great start. Pierce has 10 in this fourth quarter. Here is James for 3, guarded by Pierce, picked up by Rondo, and the Celtics have won in Cleveland for the first time since December of 2004.